Alright guys, so in this session I'll be talking about this very critical topic, very important topic, hypersonic missile strike on Israel. Shocking, right? A new era of warfare. See guys, I won't be surprised if Israel is going to, accuse Russia for exporting weapons to other countries like enemies of Israel. For example, now this hypersonic missile, from where they got it and all these things is what we need to look into. So that is again a very important concern. So how they got hypersonic missile and from where they have launched it and how it have beaten the Israel missile defense system, and even the US made systems also have been beaten and successfully strike in the central Israel actually. So that's the topic that we are going to deal with. A shocking development has unfolded in the Middle East. Israel faces a new threat now, that hypersonic missile. These weapons potentially supplied by Russia that have struck central Israel. That's the news actually. So they may accuse Russia. I'm not sure about this, whether it is supplied by Russia. From where they got it is again a question. This event marks a significant escalation in regional tension. It challenges existing defense system and geopolitical alliances because it has beaten the Israeli missile defense system, which is known for its protection capacities. Even the US made ones also couldn't detect this, and they have beaten it and they strike directly in the center of Israel. And these missiles were launched from Yemen by Houthi rebels, the area which is acquired by Houthi rebels, and they are the ones who's launching the missile now, or attacking Israel now. So the interesting part is that it was from a distance of around 2000 kilometers, and crossing the Red Sea also, where in fact US naval ships was also stationed. So that means their system couldn't detect and Israel's system couldn't detect both iron domes or the Arrow 3 system. All these have failed to detect this, and they somehow acquired this hypersonic missile and directly launched to the central part of Israel. That's why it's a big concern. So let's move to this. Okay, launch location. The hypersonic missile was launched from Houthi controlled areas in Yemen. This region is over 2000 kilometers from Israel. And missile journey crossed the Red Sea. It evaded US Navy ships with missile defense system. Their defense system has been beaten. And the impact, the missile successfully hit central Israel. It caused widespread shock and damage near the airport region. And there was a video which was released about this, and in that Houthi rebels was saying that the range and the capacity of the missile, but the question is from where they got this. Is there any country who's supplying the missiles to these Houthi rebels or this country? So that's what again we need to discuss about. So failure of defense system, we'll just discuss about this basically. The US Navy, so I told you already, Red Sea US Navy ships were stationed, they couldn't detect. Naval defense systems in the Red Sea failed to intercept the missile. Its speed overwhelmed existing technology. Okay. Now Iron Dome, Israel's Iron Dome system, which is basically to protect Israel from the missile attacks, known for its effectiveness, was unable to stop the hypersonic threat again. Right, and the Arrow 3, even the advanced Arrow 3 system designed for long range threats proved ineffective against the new weapon. Okay, now characteristics of hypersonic missile, the unprecedented speed. Hypersonic missiles travel at least 5 times the speed of sound. This makes them extremely difficult to detect and intercept. Again, unlike traditional ballistic missiles, hypersonic weapons can change course mid-flight. This unpredictability increases their threat. But again, the question remains the same. How the Houthi rebels, right? They have acquired this. Somehow they have acquired it and they launched it directly to Israel. Now, advanced warhead, the Houthi rebels released information about the missile's warhead capability that suggests significant destructive power. So that is all raising concern on Israel now. Okay. Now, Israeli response, the Prime Minister addressed the nation. He declared that Israel could not tolerate such attacks, normal defense only. And security alert, Israel have raised its security alert to the highest level. Military and civilian defense measures are being reinforced. After that incident, international outreach, Israeli diplomats are reaching out to allies. They seek support and intelligence to counter this new threat. Retaliation plans, military strategists are formulating response options. These may include strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. So retaliation will be there. Now, suspected Russian involvement. This is what the point I've told you already. It's a, it's not confirmed or anything. I told you probably they will blame Russia. That's exactly what I'm going to discuss. Weapon transfer. So whether it was exported by Russia. So evidence suggests Russia may have supplied the Houthis with hypersonic technology. This aligns with historical patterns of Russian arms exports. Now, geopolitical motivations, Russia's potential involvement could be retaliation for Western support of Ukraine. This move escalates global tension. So again, this point we have discussed time and again in many videos that Russia is actually facing threat from Ukraine, and Russia have also developed, targeted nuclear weapons also. It has been discussed, and Russia is going to change their nuclear doctrine. All this we have discussed already. So because of that Western support towards Ukraine, that can trigger Russia and might have exported or helped the Houthi rebels. Russian state media reported on Houthi acquisition of hypersonic missiles years ago. This lends credence to the suspected connection. So how come the Russian media know that Houthi rebels have acquired the hypersonic missile? Now, if you look at the global implications, there is a shift in power dynamics. The proliferation of hypersonic weapons to non-state actors could reshape global military balances, which is again a threat not only to Israel but to the entire, human community. So, non-state actors is possessing such kind of weapons cannot be accepted, not acceptable at all. Defense technology race, nations worldwide will accelerate development of counter hypersonic systems. This could spark a new arms race again. Right, if you see some non-state actors possess this kind of weapons, you need to counter that. So they will also start developing things to counter that, and that can lead to arms race. Diplomatic tensions, that the relation between Israel and Russia may deteriorate. This could impact broader Middle East dynamics. So of course, Middle East again will mostly stand with Russia. That's another point. The use of such advanced weapons by non-state actors raises question about arms control treaties. What's the point in arms control treaties? If non-state actors are also able to get access to such weapons and can launch that against even a country like Israel, that is beating the Iron Dome Arrow 3 US naval protection system also. So that raises concern, and it is alarming. Okay, potential for escalation. Let's look at the scenario and the possibility and what could be the impact. More Houthi strikes, is it possible? Yes, it is high. So what could be the impact? If that happens, the impact could be severe. That's why I've made it in a table so that it is very easy to write and remember. So possibility of, one if you can launch means it's not necessary that they have got only one, right? So they can launch again, and that could be severe. And multiple strikes also possible at the same time. So earlier also we have read the news, multiple airstrikes, right, in Israel. That again have beaten the air dome system. Israeli retaliation against Yemen, as of now it is medium, but if that happens, the impact will be higher. Direct Israel-Russia conflict, the chance is less because it's just accused or suspecting that Russia might have given, but there is no such evidences. So if such happens, then it will be extreme. Because then Middle East will join on one side, US will join on the other side. All these can lead to a big, issue situation, warlike situation. Regional arms race, that will be high, because I've already discussed that point. If some non-state actors are possessing such kind of technology and weapons, then you need to protect yourself. So arms race possibility is high, and it can be there for a long term, and there is no relevance for any such kind of non-proliferation treaty or arms treaty. Okay, now Israel's strategic options. So what can be done? Firstly, the enhanced defense that already we have discussed before. Urgently upgrade missile defense system, develop new technologies to counter hypersonic threats. So hypersonic missile, I've told you already, it's a speed 5 times that of sound, and it's very difficult to detect and intercept. Diplomatic pressure, leverage international alliances, seek sanction against nations supporting Houthi rebels. Military action, because why? Because from where Houthi rebels, they get the weapons. It should be from some other country. So consider a preemptive strike on suspected missile sites, increase intelligence operation, especially in those regions. Counter alliance, form a new strategic partnerships. This could include increased support for Ukraine and Russia. Now, impact of regional stability. So, Yemen conflict, the Houthi rebels' new capability may prolong the Yemen civil war. It complicates peace efforts in the region. So, that's the impact in that region, especially Yemen. Now, as a Houthi opponent, Saudi Arabia faces increased threat. This may lead to further militarization of the Gulf. See, Saudi is always opposing Houthi rebels. So, Saudi may face threat from Houthis. Now, that can lead to more militarization, again, arms race. Iran's position, Iran, a Houthi ally, may gain leverage. They take advantage with respect to the situation. This could shift the balance of power in ongoing regional disputes. So, Saudi on one side, Iran on the other side, and there is a regional instability in Yemen, right? So, all these are issues. Future outlook and conclusion, technological advancements. The incident will likely to accelerate global research into hypersonic technology and the countermeasures. That's what I've mentioned when it comes to arms race. Geopolitical shift, new alliances may form as nations reassess their security needs in light of this evolving threat. So new geopolitical situations we can emerge, new alliances we may see, new treaties we may see. Arms control challenges, international treaties may need revision to address the proliferation of advanced missile technology. That's what I've briefly mentioned already. Ongoing vigilance. The world enters a new era of military uncertainty requiring constant adaptation and preparedness. Because now the technology is not only possessed by the countries, even the non-state actors who's not part of any treaties or agreements or any commitments, if they possess such kind of deadly weapons and can attack even a country like Israel, that's very alarming and very dangerous. So that's it guys, thank you so much. See you soon in the next session.